On Friday, not with a final stand but with an ignominious retreat, the modern Republican Party died. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan had to pull the Republicans' repeal of America's Affordable Care Act before members of his own party killed it. That legislative defeat was the moment Republican ideology engaged in its first real battle with reality, and reality won. The Republican Party can never again be the same. Since 1980, Republican leadership has embraced the draconian goal of dismantling the New Deal state. When Democrats under Franklin D Roosevelt put in place policies to regulate business and finance, protect workers, and provide a basic social safety net in the hope of preventing another Great Depression, a reactionary rumps of pro-business Republicans howled.determine who becomes the next chief executive. Government efforts to maintain a level economic playing field among Americans amounted to socialism, they said, because regulations and the taxes necessary to fund welfare policies infringed on individual liberty by redistributing wealth from the rich to the poor. This argument was initially limited to a small group of naysayers, but, by 1980, this was the ideology that drove the Republican Party. In 1980, newly elected President Ronald Reagan warned that government is not the solution to a problem, government is the problem, and the party devoted itself to tax cuts, planning to starve the government to death. But the stark ideology of the Republicans calling for a return to the pro-business government of the 1920s never reflected political reality. The policies Republicans loathed were actually quite popular. So, to garner support for their attack on an activist government, they turned to a mythological narrative that drew on America's long history of racism and sexism. They won voters not by convincing them of the merits of returning to a world in which businessmen ran the country, but rather by insisting that taxes redistributed wealth from hard-working white people to lazy minorities and feminists who wanted abortions on demand. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe.